doing the healing broth. How was the light blast for you guys? I just wanted to ask you and connect with you about it because that was really, really, really intense. That's for sure. So I just wanted to kind of want to reconnect with you guys about it all, really, Anyway, this is about like a reflection about the light blast. I'm making a healing broth, which is an incredible, incredible fuel source after the light blast. Okay. So I don't know if you guys have what you need to make it. Maybe you can make it later. You can make it tomorrow, which is fine too. Good to see you as well. I wanted to see how you guys were doing and everything. I want to check in, see how everybody was. The light blast was incredible. Wow, incredible. That's amazing. The last light blast, right? The last one that Spirit of Compassion sent down. That one right there. That was at full power. And I didn't even know what to say. I actually was speechless after it. I actually was speechless. And I had to that was it. I had to How are you guys feeling? So I just wanted to connect with you guys, okay? And I'm making a healing broth. Light blast was phenomenal. Amazing. What kind of experiences did you guys have? So we're live right now, you guys. This isn't pre-recorded. This is This is the day after the light blast, the night after, whatever. And here, your body. So Lisa Marie says my body was cool when it was done. Oh, that's amazing because here's what's incredible about the light blast. It does something different for every single person because it depends on what you need. It's not a one-size-fits-all light blast. Everybody's different with their emotional challenges, their emotional hardships, all that they've been through in their life, all that they're struggling with physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's not like a one-size-fits-all light blast. The light comes down and it does something different for each person. You may feel it something different when it's happening. Umakali, the whole experience was so special, amazing. It's an honor to have you there too. Seriously. Jackie B, you love the light blast? Amazing. And I think that here's the thing about it right now. Expect other sensations, expect other healing, expect things to unravel for you too, because when the light blast comes down, it has the power to fix some people literally in seconds, some kind of emotional release. And then it has the power and the ability to elongate it, right? For another person, it could take a little bit longer because it's supposed to happen for that person. They're supposed to release it as the hours go by and as the days go by. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be somebody. It's going to hit when the first light blast came down. Spirit of Compassion was telling me there was a bunch of people where boom, it just rocked all the negativity right out of them, just shot right out of them, right? And I couldn't express all that in the moment right there because I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to line it up with Spirit of Compassion. I'm going blind on top of it. So literally I'm losing my eyesight completely as it's all happening, right? Because so I can't explain everything as it's happening in that moment. But what I heard from Spirit of Compassion, because so much information was coming through, was that there was a bunch of people where that first light blast that came down, it just literally shot the negativity right out of them. And people can call it what they want. They can call negativity. Some people call negativity like demons around people. Some people call negativity just like negative energy, right? Negative energy. So whatever belief system you have, whatever you believe in, whatever religion, belief system, faith, whatever it is, you can see it in a different way, right? So Spirit of Compassion was telling me that literally on that first blast, when it came down, there was a whole bunch of people where it hit like that and just everything went out. Like everything went out of them. That wasn't supposed to be there naturally, right? I was just so blown away by that all on its own. And then there was people where it had to be a time release. It was like gradual to each light blast as it was happening. And then the final light blast is what did it, right? And then there's people where it's going to be now time released because of the power of that final light blast. It's the time release. It's going to happen today, right now. Right now, things are happening within them. Emotional blocks are actually healing, being released. Negative blocks being released. So there's this time release. It's everybody is different. So as the light comes down, every single person is going to be different with how it's happening for them. The whole thing is just so incredible. This is healing broth. And I'm making one right now. So we're going to talk about this. I want to see how you guys are doing. So how are you guys feeling? That's something I wanted to ask you guys. How you're feeling too. Good to see you too as well. Amazing. I'm just going to prepare this and just get a little bit of this in the pot if you guys don't mind there. I got the burner on. I'm making some healing broth. It's a perfect meal and fuel and food and recipe for something like the light blast. It works really hand in hand. Melissa said chills throughout the whole time. Incredible. I mean, and you're a bit tired today? Educating myself, you said you're a bit tired today? Absolutely. Depends what comes out of you. But then think about what's going to be gained. Kristen says, the light blast took away the dark cloud that's been hovering over me, eased my depression. That's incredible. On IG, I said, I felt a lot. So Nicolina says on IG, I felt a lot of release from the light blast. I believe my dog felt it as well. I had my hand on her the whole time. And after that last light blast, the last one, whoa, she jumped up from laying down. Incredible. Erica Malik, very emotional experience, kept crying every time he sent the light down. I was trying to keep it together, right? The whole time. On IG, Zeri said, we felt we were floating afterwards. Also, my chronic nerve pain in my neck stopped suddenly. I've seen that what happens is that when I used to do the light blast in all the big gatherings and right, the concerts and everything, when we do the lectures, we do the light blast, and people with their neck pain and back pain and shoulder pain, it would just be blasted right out of them. And Jackie B, after the second light blast, the second one, I felt energy running through both my arms. You know, I love hearing this because everybody's going to have a different experience, but there's a reason, and Spirit of Compassion has always told me there's a reason why people have different experiences. Axel says, the light blast made me feel like I was floating for a full few hours after. I actually felt like I was floating after. So afterwards, that's how I felt. I felt I was floating the whole night. Laura said I cried and felt it everywhere. Just incredible. I'm going to just get this going right here, the healing broth. So I'm chopping up some carrots here. You can chop them up any way you want. Just don't chop your finger, right? So I'm just getting a few carrots in here. That griddle's getting hot. I hear it sizzling. Guys, if you just came on here, we're talking about the light blast. This is the afterword of the light blast. This is reflection, having a discussion, right? Because it was an experience. And when you have an experience like that, it's good to kind of get together. It's actually really good to get together afterwards. Talk about it. Because everybody's going to be feeling it today and after today and the day after. But it's fresh right now. It's actually fresh. Like, I feel the light still in me. There was a lot to say, but I had to focus and stay focused. Spirit of Compassion was telling me a lot of suffering that you guys were going through. There were people in wheelchairs, Spirit was telling me about. I was happy for them for being here, for being there last night. Being here, there, right, last night. And I was really happy about it. But I also felt their pain and suffering, what they've been through. Spirit of Compassion told me there was somebody there last night that suffered from severe, severe depression. Catastrophic depression. Spirit of Compassion knew who was out there. Knew everybody that was out there. There's times I wanted to cry. I actually got really emotional. I'm not a big crier in a sense where I cry a lot because it's not about me. It's about what the other person is going through. So I do shed tears. But I have to remember, if I cry, then I got to think about everybody who's going through so much. I'll be crying all day, all night. It won't stop. Because Spirit of Compassion is always telling me so many people are suffering, so I would never ever stop crying. It would be the minute I woke up in the morning to the minute I fell asleep. Every single day, 7 days a week, I would only be in tears. Michonne J says the final light blast was powerful. The final light blast was so powerful. It was so powerful that my description of what I felt in the moment, where that's when I totally went blind, completely blind. But I just felt like I was transported when the final light blast came down. I felt like I was transported. I couldn't even describe it. I'm making the healing broth, you guys. I'm feeling so much calmer today, Wild Blueberry said. This is the healing broth. I like the healing broth after a light blast because it's gentle on the system. It helps with releasing emotions that are trapped. It helps with healing. It helps to rebuild the immune system. I love having the healing broth after the light blast. It's definitely something that we should all do if you get a chance. That's not the only light blast we're going to do. God willing. I'm going to put some parsley in here. You guys, I just put carrots. I just put celery in here. I'm making the healing broth. Now I'm going to put some parsley in here. You just got on here. We're talking about a reflection and discussion about the light blast last night. It was incredible. Grace Cooley says, thanks so much for the wonderful light blast yesterday. I loved it. So powerful. I felt like I was transported to another time and place. It was the most bizarre feeling. Lorraine Hendricks says, I woke up with much more energy too. With a whole bunch of these right after that. I'm going to put a little turmeric in here. I'm going to put some ginger in here too. Just lost that one. Gotta love doing the live thing, I'll tell you. We were live on that light blast. That light blast was live, all right. We're live now too, you guys. Trying to get this all in here. I'm going to pop a little water in here if you guys don't mind. We're going to pop some more in too. You guys are just getting on here. I just want to say something. Okay. If you don't know what we did last night, we did the light blast last night. Spirit of Compassion sent down a blast of light. The first time it came down and landed on everybody's head, right on the crown of everybody's head, right? Spirit of Compassion told me it literally shocked and sent flying like shrapnel negative energy out of a whole bunch of people. But like I said during that light blast, there was a lot of tough cookies there. And so Spirit of Compassion said, look, we have a lot of tough cookies. We have a lot of people with stubborn blocks. And so we had to do more than that first light blast. Then we had to do another. And the second one shot out a whole bunch of negative energy out of a whole bunch of people. Just right out of them. Like a grenade, like shrapnel, it went flying. And their soul and their body was being freed. So many people are conditioned and have no idea how brainwashed and conditioned they were through this process of being on planet Earth. And that light blast is freeing people of that. Please share your experience, you guys, of the light blast if you can. Tag at Medical Medium, hashtag at Medical Medium. I would love to share your reels and your posts. So if you can, that would be incredible. So I can share it with the community. That would be incredible. So 21,000 people is all we could take in that light blast. We're going to do it again. So you guys want to look out, sign up to the newsletter so you know when that light blast is coming. And I apologize if you missed it because we had a problem with technology. A few things happened. It turns out a lot of people shared the link, and there were thousands and thousands and thousands of more people trying to get onto the light blast, and they didn't sign up originally. And so it exceeded 21,000, and it went way past it, and it crashed our entire system. What I'm trying to say, a lot of people didn't sign up the right way so that we can all have a good experience. Instead, the system went down because there was a lot of people that signed up when they missed their chance to sign up. And they were like, no way, I'm not taking this crap. I got the link from somebody else who gave it to this group, and then this group, and this group. We're all going to get the light blast. Doesn't matter what AW says about 20,000 people only allowed to sign up. We're going to do it. The next thing you know it, the whole system went down. And my whole team of people were working feverishly. And we were trying to get it all back up so we can do it. And finally we did it. But it turned into a mess as far as technology-wise. If for some reason you guys could not experience the light blast, and for some reason you signed up but then could not, hear it and be a part of it, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. And I'm hoping that people don't give the links out to thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Lupus free with celery 333. It's a cool handle. My kids were blocked in different places. My 13-year-old's hips, my 15-year-old's knee and ankle. We all slept soundly. Incredible. 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 See, Lot said, how are you feeling? Would that be moi? Would that be me? Well, I can just tell you right now, I was shot from it afterwards, but that's okay. Because they do take a lot out of me, but that's all right because I slept good. Woke up this morning. I was like, let's do it again. Let's do it again, Spirit of Compassion. I mean, look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you something different. It takes a lot out of me. Absolutely. But that's okay. Because guess what? Here's how it works. If you guys just got in here, I want to talk about how the light blast works a little bit so you know this. This is really important to know. The light's not coming from me. So I'm not doing the light blast. So if you go and get, like, if you meet a light worker, a healer, right? Because we all have light inside of us, right? And we can all project light, okay? Right? The problem is with that is that light has gone through a human, right? So that's a different situation. So this isn't light that's coming from Anthony William himself, personally right there. This is a light coming from above, streaming down. That light is pure. That light is untampered with. It's not tainted by baggage. There's no baggage in that light. I'm not discrediting healers. I'm not discrediting light workers, not at all. I believe we all have light inside of us, but we also all have a crap ton of baggage. A lot of baggage. I've seen throughout the years, I've seen healers. I remember this one healer many years ago, right, that would work on people that were getting help from me. And what was happening is he was doing light work on women, but he was taking light away, Spirit of Compassion told me. He was taking light away from them. So he was kind of like an energy sucker. He was doing light work on women, this healer guy, but he was kind of vampiring their light away, right? Energy, because he was like a negative energy blob that needed the light. It's interesting how it works. I'm not saying all light workers are like that. That's not at all. I'm just saying that no one's perfect on this earth, and that no one's perfect. So what I mean by that is we all carry baggage. And I want people to do light work on themselves and loved ones, absolutely 100%. But the difference here with what happened is that light carries no baggage that came down. That light is not from me. We all have baggage. I'm not a perfect human being. I'm a messenger of Spirit of Compassion's information, right? But I've never said I'm a perfect human being on any level. It's not easy to live here on planet Earth, right? So what happens with the light blast here, and what I've done all these years, is this is coming from above. And like when we were doing that light blast all together last night, Spirit of Compassion said, look behind the stars. Because that's where the light was coming from, and it was heading down. And it was this big ball of light that was heading down. And I had to line up with Spirit of Compassion, the impact and when, the timing of when I had to actually, because what happened was everybody here that was signed up gave their permission to receive that light. A New Day says on YouTube, I feel calm. Amazing. Incredible. Everybody gave their permission to receive that light. And so that ball of light coming down, I had to line up. I was the messenger with Spirit of Compassion. I had to be that soul, that individual that made that happen. I had to be the middleman to make sure that light came down on top of everybody there. Some people might be tired because they're fighting a flu. Right now, there's a rampant set of flus. There's the C going around, an explosion of it right now. There's the RSV going around, an explosion of it. And there's a flu going around, an explosion of it. Everybody's coming down. Everybody and then some. Their moms, their cousins, their grandmothers are literally all coming down with a bug in the next coming couple weeks. Today, tomorrow, it is rampant right now. Hospitals are overloaded and full. Some people might be tired because they're fighting a flu, they're fighting RSV, they're fighting C and don't even know it. Some people already have fatigue. Keep that in mind too. And some might have some tiredness today because their body's doing some healing. And yes, some people, so much emotional grief was shot out of them that they're definitely going to be feeling more on that subdued level today. Rise of Melton said, I feel a bit emotional and tired. Feels like a hangover. Well, I have something for the hangover right now. Because yes, you can feel a hangover. Yes, you can feel a hangover. And this is what I'm doing now. That's why we're doing the healing broth. The healing broth is for post-light blast. It does help with that light hangover. And yes, there is a hangover that comes with the light. There's no question. True, true, true. Let's see, Pilirine says, I feel so light, like a feather or a balloon after the light blast was over. Incredible. And that's on YouTube. On IG, I started laughing after the first two and felt giddy and felt lighter after all of it. But I didn't think much had changed. Today, the joint pain feels less because here's how it works. So many people are going to feel the effects of that light blast a day later, a day after. They're going to feel the effects as each day goes on. Some people feel it in the instant when the light hits. Some people feel it an hour later. Some people feel it throughout the night and the next day. And then so on. Jackie Dale says, so much energy today, I feel. Incredible. And so many people are going to have more energy because of it. Heal Your Body with Food on IG says, it was an emotional experience. I cried too. Thank you for bringing us the light. Did you guys hear me? I almost started crying at the beginning when I was talking. I actually was, I was holding back a cry because I knew if I started bawling, then we wouldn't be able to get it done. I'd be on the ground sobbing. Uma Kelly says, I felt a profound sense of peace and calm after the light blast. Incredible. Over there on YouTube, Uma. And on IG, I felt like that even when we were waiting, very intense charged atmosphere, of course, because what happens is as we're waiting, here's what's going on. So I was talking to you guys at the beginning of the light blast, right? And we were taking some deep breaths, right? And I was talking you guys through. I was being told information from Spirit of Compassion the moment to just be present and be there and communicate because Spirit of Compassion was getting the light ready. The timing is everything. Everything about the timing and everybody that was plugged in the moment. Everybody, 21,000 people plugged in the moment. It was all about timing and all of it. You giggled at the first blast? And because it was joyful, I saw that over there on IG. And you almost cried over there as well on IG. Okay, so I have some healing broth cooking up. And I'm drinking healing broth too. On IG, Joanne Hickling said I cried after the session when I was trying to explain it to my husband. You're getting me choked up. See, I have to kind of giggle because if I don't giggle, I'm trying to giggle because you're getting me choked up. I almost cried during it. I don't know if you heard me. My voice was starting to do something weird. And I was like, oh no, oh no. See, Rockette says, I giggled big time on the light blast. On the last blast? On the last one? Yeah. I was actually nervous about the last one because I was listening to Spirit of Compassion on the amplified power of each one. And so I was having a conversation with Spirit of Compassion, like, is there going to be another one coming? Spirit of Compassion, yes. We're only at like 40%. So when it was going, and then everybody was blocked. Not everybody, but almost everybody had a blockage in the pit of their stomach, blockage in their chest, a blockage in their throat and in their neck. There was I almost laughed also during the light blast because there was this one moment where Spirit of Compassion told me one person out of the 21,000, it didn't even get down to their ears. There was one person where it was like, and the reason why I laughed is because I asked Spirit, like, how's that possible? And Spirit of Compassion said, that person is known in their family, their coworkers, and their friends as being very, very, very stubborn. Very stubborn. It was a guy, really nice guy, Spirit of Compassion said, but point is an amazing person, right? But point is really stubborn. So stubborn that the first light blast hit the guy's head, on top of his head. And Spirit of Compassion said it stopped at his ears. The second one went right through and then hit here. And the third one hit pit of the stomach and then, right? Incredible. Lisa said, after the first blast, I bawled like a baby. SJ said, so healing the light blast. I first felt dizzy, head pressure, and waves in my back. Later in the evening, I felt relief and lifted. Thank you, SOC, AW. So you guys just came on here. We're making healing broth, which is an incredible way to soothe everything in the soul, to support the body physically, emotionally, spiritually after the light blast. Raquette said, so I was floating afterwards. I felt really floaty. I stayed where I was. I was sitting down when I was doing it. Sam Keat Training said, feels like my heart broke on IG. Feels like my heart broke open. I've been crying a lot and releasing much of my pain. That's so good. Let it out. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's incredible. If you have tears that have to come out, let them out. Let the cry out. Release. Don't hold any tears in. When you're going through this light blast, just whatever happens, make sure you let those tears out. Linda said, I think I was really blocked. I felt warm in my stomach and hips over there on IG. A lot of people are going to feel that. A lot of people are going to feel that when that happens. Here's what's really incredible. We're going to do it again. Are you guys going to want to get a second light blast? And we're going to try to open the door for more people than 21,000. We're going to try to get the technology to handle more than 21,000 people. Because what people don't realize, because a friend called me up this morning and said, how come you don't have the technology to do more than 21,000 people? I said, because it's not just about the technology. It's about the supernatural part of it all. Can the technology handle the supernatural power that's coming down? Medical Medium Army said, my mom did it, and when I talked to her this morning, she sounded so much happier and joyful in her voice on IG. Incredible. It's always good when mom is feeling better or joyful, all of it. I'm just moving this incredible healing broth around, if you guys don't mind. Kristen said, much less brain fog and better mental state today. That means everything. A better mental state from that. Love it. Get rid of the brain fog. Wild Blueberry Love. I was crying too. My neck stopped hurting. Incredible. Educating myself said, yes, a lot of less pain for sure. I mean, incredible, you guys. Michonne J, I felt light on my feet after I rested for 20 minutes. Incredible. And this is Katrin says, I felt so much love and pure happiness during it. Amazing. Hannah T, good to see you. When you asked us to imagine the light behind the stars, I saw it so vividly. That's incredible. Like I was encountering God. Getting me choked up again. Grace Cooley said, very emotional, so powerful. I felt it get stuck in places. So you felt the light when it was coming down, right? Because it comes down like this, boom. And then finally go all the way through and then down into the earth. So powerful. Well, that's the thing. That light will go right through you and out of your feet and down into the earth. Joe and Adam said, I was so excited, but I didn't feel anything. I'm so disappointed. Well, I can only give you these words of wisdom from Spirit of Compassion right now. Remember when we were doing the light blast last night, right? Do you remember when I said for some people they may not feel anything until a month later? Things change in their life. Look for the signs though. There could be a windfall emotionally. Anything could change, and look for those signs. Because that light blast in some people are going to show, right? They're going to show waves of other things that are happening in their life because of it. So things are going to be altered and changed emotionally, spiritually, even physically throughout the next couple of weeks. It could be tomorrow for you. So Joan, it could be literally tomorrow. It's only the day after. And so tomorrow will be like a day and a half after, and then you can start feeling it. And I talked about that during the light blast. Smoky Mountain Paradise. Michelle, yes, my whole body was tingling, still tingling. Slept like a baby after. Oh, incredible. And on IG, let's see, Blue Child Moon said, I started laughing after the first two. That's incredible. And I felt giddy and felt lighter. And after all of it, but I didn't think much had changed. Today, the joint pain feels less. That's a prime example. Joan, these are prime examples like that one right there, your experience there, that everything could shift along the way. But make sure you sign up for the next one whenever that is. I don't know how, look, take advantage of these light blasts, They're not easy to do. Takes also a tremendous amount of resources. Team and technology, time and energy, right? There's no charge for it. It's free. But take advantage of it because, I'm giving it my all right now, but what if I'm like, I can't do one, for some reason, right? So if you want to experience it, get on board now. It's a once in a lifetime possibility. Before this, I haven't done one since 2016, meaning in a large amount of people like this. A wounded animal, yes, I have. Okay, family member, yes, I have. But a large crowd, I have not done one in a long time. Lorraine L says, the final light blast was amazing. I felt different afterwards on a deep emotional level. Lorraine, I read your comment. I think it was on the last YouTube. You're on YouTube? Rising Out of the Ashes says on IG, it was interesting what happened with the sun after the light blast. Yes, I know, the solar flare. It was very interesting. Because that ball of light, that Spirit of Compassion, had directed down to us, definitely affected the sun in that moment. The direction, that ball of light, and where it was heading. That ball of light is massive. That comes from Spirit of Compassion, like the direction from Spirit of Compassion. That ball of light is massive. And it has to hit everybody on the crown of the head, wherever they are on this planet. It's a tremendous superpower. Hannah T, can you talk about the reasons why people have different experiences? I would love to. Let's do it while the healing broth is cooking up. So why do people have different experiences, right? Because no one's the same, and nobody's soul is the same. We don't have the same souls. Your soul is different. My soul is different. And then, on top of having a different soul, we have different experiences with our soul. Some of us have a really old soul. And then some of us have a young soul. But every single person has a different experience to their soul. That happens in all of the lives that they've had, right? Now, if you don't believe in having any lives before this one, your soul is still different and it still has different experiences. Take any belief system you want. Clearly, you are allowed to have any belief system you want. It's your free will and your soul and your individualism, right? Say that your soul is only here this one time ever, right now, in this moment in history, in this present moment in history. This is the only time your soul exists in a physical form, in a human body, experiencing emotional experiences, mental, spiritual, right? Physical experiences. And this is your only time your soul is going to be down here right now on planet Earth. It's still different, and your experiences are still different. But say you believe your soul was on planet Mars 10 million years ago, and maybe your soul was on another planet 50 million years ago. Maybe your soul was just here on this planet years before. It's still different, and your experiences are still different. Whatever direction of what you believe in you want to go. Mandela said, I felt the light blast exactly as it was called. Light blast. It went straight through my body down into my feet. Lots of tingling in my feet for around 7 seconds. Thank you, AW and SOC. Spirit of Compassion says that there were a lot of people that felt it hit every time. Boom. It's like a light blast. Boom. And there are some people that felt like they were just transported. Some people that felt like they didn't even exist in the moment for a second. And that was a clearing of energy. There's a lot of experiences. The light blast finish is different for everyone. And the last light blast that came down that went through everybody, everyone's going to have a different experience. Some similar, some almost the same, but everybody's going to have a little bit of a different experience. Adria says, Anthony, 8 explanation points. I feel incredible after it. A whole bunch more explanation points. All my pains and aches went away. This thing works. I'm honored. Thank you so much. I even feel lighter. Incredible. Thank you for being there. And I want to say something to you guys. Like, thank you for wanting to be there. Okay? For wanting to do additional healing. Thank you for being there. Seriously. I got an incredible healing broth cooking right now. Tomatoes, carrots, onions. Onions? There's no onions in this. Oh my God. Oh my God. I am guilty of not getting my onions in the healing broth. So I'm going to knock some in right now. Yep. You guys, I want to make an announcement. Are you with me? I want to make an announcement. Are you ready for this? Seriously, are you ready for this? I'm just asking. I'd like to know. Oh my God! 20-day Brain Shot Therapy Cleanse Challenge. a 20-day brain shot therapy cleanse challenge. Do you guys remember the last one, the 10-day brain shot therapy challenge, right? Do you remember how insane that was? Do you remember how incredible it is? The 20-day brain shot therapy challenge. January 10th. It's happening. Sign up, download your free shopping list. Sign up to the challenge so you can receive, right? Daily recipe, shopping list information, all of it. Please do this. All right, let me get an onion in here. January 10th, we are doing the Medical Medium Brain Shot Therapy Challenge Cleanse. Said it backwards, right? I feel so weird today. Nice. If you are not signed up, you will not get the daily emails with page numbers, recipes, and more. You guys got to sign up so you can get your shopping list in a whole bit. We are doing the Brain Shot Therapy Cleanse. I just want to say this. You can sign up and you don't even have to do it if you don't want to. And if you just want to be there with us all, we're going to have a great time. And there's going to be a lot to learn, a lot to talk about, brain stuff, everything, plus all the healing that's going to happen. But try to sign up and try to do it with us. All right, so I'm getting some onion in here. Making the healing broth. We're talking about the light blast. We're reflecting and we're having a discussion about the light blast. Sorry for being so loud about that announcement. Link in profile and description. Check it out for the Brain Shot Therapy Cleanse Challenge. The link is in the profile and description, or go to medicalmedium.com. So what you're seeing right here is the healing broth. I like simmering it, taking some time. Then we're going to strain it, and then we're going to make some broth. And being that the RSV and the C and the flu is going around rampant right now, like rampant right now, a healing broth is actually something that has multi-purposes, not just after the light blast, but because protecting our immune system, keeping our immune system strong during what's happening right now where hospitals are overloaded with people that have the RSV, flu, and the C. So in the next couple of days, people are going to feel more sensations, more things, more emotions leave, more insight. So more insight too at the same time. Catalan says, I feel very light, like a reborn and endless peace. That's incredible. Incredible, you guys. On IG, before the light blast, my husband had congestion and a cough for over a month. Today it's completely gone. He said his head and chest feel clearer than they have in months. Thank you so much. Remember at the beginning of the light blast, you guys? Remember when I said, why are you here? I said, why are you here? Where do you want this light to be directed to? Where do you want? And here's the thing. The light is so powerful. If you have it directed someplace, it's still going to hit other things and other places and other parts of you. Lindsay said, the light blast was amazing. I felt it heal my brain and more of my soul came back to me. That means everything to me, okay? Because when anybody's blocked or they've been tattered or beaten down because this world's so hard, any kind of freedom we can get, I really believe people's free will gets so like controlled and stifled, and it's really so hard what people go through. So Sunny said, I felt like Joan initially, but feeling more emotionally today. And just noticed that my knee is not stiff today. That's what used to happen too. When we used to do the light blast, Spirit of Compassion, I used to do the light blast during lectures throughout the years past and concerts. What would happen is a lot of people, it would hit them in the moment. There was somebody that actually walked when they were wheelchair bound right afterwards. And then other people, the day later, their knee stopped hurting. A day later, something got better. Some emotional release happened a day later, 2 days later. The last 2 or 3 light blasts, I felt like the energy was storming throughout my body. Yep, rushing down with intense power. Incredible. So, guys, if you just got here, we're making the healing broth. Do you have the ingredients for the healing broth? Do you want to write it down right now? You can also go to medicalmedium.com and check out the healing broth, right? And check out the healing broth recipe. But we got the carrots, you got the onions, you got the celery, you got the garlic, you got the ginger, you got the turmeric, you got the tomatoes, and the parsley. Let it simmer. Put 8 cups of water in there. You can always make a bigger one if you have to give the healing broth for the whole family or friends. Or you want extra, you can make it bigger. This is a pretty decent size right here. And so what I do is I always have a fresh one, but I also have the one, from the night before or something that I can easily reheat. And I have that in this mug. But right now, here's the fresh one I'm making with you guys right now. My God, so many experiences you guys are having. It's just absolutely incredible. So I just saw the comments are going up pretty quick on me, but someone said they felt like it went just midway through and it got stuck. Did you feel the final light blast when it rushed through? Spirit of Compassion said it was going to be at full power, the final one. I actually got nervous because I didn't know if there was going to be any scragglers left, number one. Number two, I knew that full power was going to be really strong. And when it came down, I actually was nervous on that last one. I had the sense of joy, giddiness, and emotional kind of also was choked up and all at the same time. Joanne said, I've been trying to heal from decades of emotional wounds. Light blast stuck in my stomach a few times. Then it broke through to my legs. Amen. I feel so light today. When I was with you guys last night, and Spirit was telling me many of you have been through a lot in your life, like a lot of things that people don't know unless they walk in your shoes, unless they've been in your shoes before. And they don't know what it's like unless they've been there, to all the doctor's appointments and all the hardships with other people in your lives and relationships and family and friends and coworkers and difficult situations. They don't know what you feel unless they really experience it themselves. If people need to reference from their own experience, right? Isn't that how people are? Like, I know people that they'll just never understand what you're even talking about unless they could actually reference it to oh no, I've been through that. I had that car crash and my pelvic was fractured. I had that car crash. There's people they have to experience it. They have to reference it for it to be legit or something too. That's crazy. But there were so many people last night that had so much. They've been through so much. And I felt it. You guys, right now the healing broth is amazing for anyone who's sick right now with the C or flu or RSV, right? And then you also got the brain saver books. You got the shock therapies too, right? So you got the shock therapies, cold and flu protocols, and the shock therapies in the brain saver book. Do you guys have the book? And right now, it's like an incredible, incredible sale on Amazon.com US right now for these books. I mean, Protocols is like $22 or something insane. Protocols and Shock Therapies in the Brain Saver books right here. I did live streams on things that can help you, so check them out at medicalmedium.com so you can see the live streams that I did about helping people with RSV and the flu and C, right? But I'm just showing you the books in case you don't have the books. You might want to have the Brain Saver books, but I'm giving you, if you're new and you don't like, and you're like, you don't have the Brain Saver books, forewarning, they're over 600 pages each, and they're packed with so much information that's never before been seen. These are the greatest books of all time. You'll know when you actually crack them open. You'll be like, dear Lord. Okay? The Shock Therapies and the Brain Savers, right? The Brain Saver books are incredible. And the C is rampant right now. And RSV is rampant, and the flu is rampant right now. So that the protocols in here for the flu protocols in here are really incredible protocols. I'm just letting you know. Check them out when you get the chance. Protect yourself. Have it ready for you. Here's the problem. Here's what happens right now. I'm just going to tell you right now what goes on. People don't prepare. The minute they get the flu or RSV or C, they don't have anything they need. What I tell my friends and family, make sure you have the protocols. Make sure you have what you need so that the minute it comes, you're prepared and you can do the medical medium shock therapies. So you can do the zinc shock therapy. You can do the golden seal shock therapy. So you can actually do the shock therapies. When a family member contacts me and says, A-Dubs, I'm coming down with something right now. I'm like, all right. You got your zinc shock therapy ready, right? You got your golden seal shock. I don't have any zinc and golden seal right now. Nope, but don't have my stuff. Medical Medium Army said these books hold the most important info in the world right now. Lee Kate says we had C in the house and your protocols protected us. Incredible. So I'm telling people, be prepared, because what's coming right now, and it's another reason why I wanted to do the light blast, is because what's coming right now is a crap storm, a shit storm of bugs. And it's going to be like this every week throughout January, February, March, April. So if you're skating by and not catching the C or the flu or RSV in the moment, it's like Russian roulette, man. What week is it going to be? MeTube 787, I got teary-eyed with imagining the home behind the stars. I think I missed that place. Here you go again. You're getting me choked up. I gotta kind of giggle a little bit because I don't want to start crying right this second. I'll do that later. I'll have a cry later. Mary said several people were waiting and missed due to technical issues. Can you share if Spirit knew they were there and still sent the light? I can tell you this, that we're doing the light blast again. I don't care what it takes. I don't care what I have to do. I don't care if I go completely blind afterwards, and I don't care if I feel very tired or whatever for being kind of the catalyst. We're doing it, and we're doing it again. We're going to come together and do that light blast again. Next row said, AW, you talk about the soul? My healing broth is almost ready. I'm very excited. The thing about the healing broth is I love the healing broth, the broth. That's the whole point of it. It's so light, you don't have to digest really much of anything because then you give your immune system and your body everything it needs to fight. That's what helps to fight, right? You're not filling your stomach with a lot of food where your digestion has to go to the food. Then your immune system, it gets busy with all that. Instead, I like the healing broth because it's fortifying you, giving you fuel, giving you all the electrolytes, right? And the sodium cluster salts and everything else from the celery and all that is in the healing broth. And then you have more fuel to fight any kind of invaders. But I do love the fact that it's incredible all on its own. It tastes such delicious no matter what. Anybody's welcome to do the light blast. I don't care what faith it is or religion someone has. That's okay. Everybody's welcome. If you need to think that light is something else and think that light is something else, if you need to think whatever you need to think, it's okay. The light is still going to hit the crown of your head no matter what. If you're there at that light blast, that light is still going to hit the crown of your head and go through your body. And the thing is, the amount of light blasts that come determine how stuck some people are. And the incredible part is if the light ran through you already by the third time and the light went through you completely, or by the second time or even the first, what happens is every light blast after that somebody else is stuck, you're getting a whole nother round right through you going right to the ground. A whole nother light blast is hitting the crown of your head and running right through your body as we have to do it over again because somebody else, they're a tough cookie, they're stubborn, and because they're a tough cookie, it's getting stuck here, right? And so the other person who went through all the, boom, they get a whole nother one. How blocked people are kind of determines also to the degree of how many light blasts are going to occur. Selfie Sage says, how can we access other forms of spontaneous healing? If you look into the medical medium information, there are endless tools for healing. I mean, just in the Brain Saver books alone, just in the 20-day Brain Shot Therapy Cleanse Challenge we're doing January 10th, that alone is incredible. Whether it's the heavy metal detox smoothies, whether it's the heavy metal detox cleanses, whether it's the mono cleanse, whether it's the morning cleanse, whether it's the 369s, whether it's the 369 advances, whether it's the anti-radiation tea, whether it's the angels to communicate with, whatever it is, you can look into it. Medical Medium, there's a lot of tools. Make sure you follow make sure you follow a Medical Medium on Telegram. It's an easy way for us to communicate and quickly communicate, especially during a light blast, and leave audio messages there. Collecting stones was the last audio message I left. I'll leave others. Have you guys done the collecting stones? That talk about an incredible spontaneous healing tool is collecting stones. What a tool that is. It's just incredible. Luke Rogers says, I was signed up for the light blast, but missed it. I am so sad about it. Luke, hang in there. We're going to do it again. Can I say what happened for a second? If you guys don't mind. What happened was a whole bunch of people, and I'm not saying anything bad about anyone. A whole bunch of people wanted to help up a whole bunch of other people. So they gave out the link. It turned out not only just 21,000 people, which our system was only geared up for, were there, but because the link was given out so much to large groups of people and it was passed about, it moved it up thousands and thousands of more, and it crashed the system for everybody else. So we fought desperately, my team did, I have to give them the credit. Fought desperately to try to get it up and running, to get the engine up and running again so we can do that light blast the Spirit of Compassion was waiting for us to do. And everybody else was waiting for us to do. Stephanie said, let's see, I didn't sleep much at all. Still, I didn't feel tired when waking up. Incredible. Jolanta said, after the light blast, I felt so peaceful afterwards. Amazing. I'm just proud of you guys. Seriously. And I'm honored you were there. Lana says, I felt the light hours after the blast. It was mind-blowing. I am changed and I feel so much lighter. When I think about what that light's doing when it enters into everybody and what it's doing, I'm mind blown about it myself because I know so many people are stuck with so many different trapped emotions in their organs, trapped emotions in their soul, wounds and scars, hardships and losses, relationship breakups, divorces, hardships in all kinds of ways, all kinds of different confrontation they dealt with in their life, emotional wounds. Everything, negativity, negative energy, all of it. And depending on what you believe, like what faith you have or what you believe in. Some people believe demons were knocked out of them. Some people believe negative energy was knocked out of them. Some people believe that the light is directly coming from God. And some people believe that the light was just out there waiting to come down. But everybody has a different belief system and everybody's welcome to experience it. Because it's not one size fits all. It was there for everybody and what's happening in their lives and their individuality of their souls. And McCallie says, your voice was so calm yesterday, even after all the tech issues. Yeah, you should have seen me during the tech issues. Uma, that would have been a funny one if that was hot mic'd during the time where we were having all the blow-ups and the system went down, right? That would have been a really good one to air. Because I'm not perfect. And I was like, can we please get this going again? Everybody's waiting. We need to get the light to everybody. I was like, please. Agostino, maybe someone tried to stop the light blast from happening. Okay, you have stumbled across something, I do have to say. Because that was something else we were figuring out as well. My team was detecting that there was also a little bit of sabotage along with it. Because that's what happens. Anyway, if you guys just got on here, 20-day brain shot therapy cleanse challenge coming up January 10th. Every brain shot is an experience on its own. I do them every day. I am pumped. I am psyched. If you don't have a juicer, check out the MM1500, MM900, which leads me to say one thing that's very important. If you have an MM1500 or MM900, did you know that it's the only juicers out there that the warranty, it's like literally covers everything? And I'm going to talk about it on Telegram because I want you guys to hear about it. But whatever, just make sure you're there even if you don't have the stuff you need. Because guess what? If you're watching the Brain Shot Therapy Challenge, you can join in 3 days into it if you wanted to do. We're doing a 20-day in a row. But yeah, I'm going to leave a Telegram about it too. Christine said, you look so good today. I can't believe it. Because I was called every single name in the book during the holidays. By influencers that hate Medical Medium. I was called so many names this holiday season between Thanksgiving and Christmas that it was unbelievable, really. I think there was a list of like 100 names I was called. And ugly was in the list. So thank you for saying I look okay. Bettina, when the first light blast entered my body, I cried. Spirit of Compassion told me that there were people that literally had tears coming out, but it was a good crying. It was such a relief. First, it only entered my head and felt like a soft flash, and each time it went deeper. Incredible. I think somebody on IG said your 10-year-old and your husband said your bodies were tingly from it. I heard that too. I heard that from some friends and some family that were, they were also signed up for the light blast. And they said that they felt like a whole tingly thing happen. You guys, I'm going to strain this. I think we have an incredible healing broth. I just love to simmer it down. If you simmer it really down too, it comes out so good. I'm going to get a bowl ready. You guys don't mind? I'm just getting stuff together here. I'm excited about this healing broth. There's no chicken in this healing broth. I just didn't want to put a bird in there. The Spirit of Compassion said the healing broth is the healing broth. It's the ingredients that synergistically come together with what you see. So if I wanted a chicken in here, no go. I think I'm going to pour it out now. We're done. So there's no chicken in this broth, and good reason. There's no chicken in this broth. I don't think Dr. Nesbitt would really appreciate if there was chicken in his broth. Dr. Nesbitt, just try not to get too close to the pot. Dr. Nesbitt says it smells pretty good and it's chicken free, which is actually really helpful. Oh, wait. On IG, apparently, Dr. Nesbitt, you're not being seen so easily on IG. So there you go. Dr. Nesbitt, are you sticking out in the corner there? Yep. Anyway, I'm Dr. Nesbitt. Yes, that's your TikTok. Dr. Nesbitt's TikTok. Yes. Yes, Dr. Nesbitt, we were permanently banned on TikTok. Yeah. That's your TikTok we're using. Dr. Nesbitt, we're using his TikTok. He knows that. You guys? Dr. Nesbitt, will you come back in a little while? I think Dr. Nesbitt wants to come back in a little bit. All right. Michelle says, when you said there are some tough cookies in here. Michelle, where'd you go? There's some tough cookies in here. I knew I was in that crowd. Michelle. Okay. You said some people may not. So Audra Lynn said, comments that go flying around. I'm trying to find that comment. I'm going to strain this. Please hang in there. There we go. Nice. Okay. Shut that off. I'm going to put this over here. Woo. Guys, we're in the kitchen. All right. Okay. All right. That is the healing broth right here. Pretty incredible. And I have a new mug I'm going to use for this. All right, you guys. All right. So on IG, MindBody said, getting banned on TikTok, legendary equals legendary. I'm not just banned on TikTok. I'm permanently banned on TikTok. That's only just for a few. So maybe that is legendary. permanently banned. It's pretty funny. Only cool people get banned on TikTok. On IG, that's what you said? Once again, I'm not just banned on TikTok. I'm permanently banned on TikTok. There's a difference, by the way. So do I take the award? Because seriously, something for your soul on IG said permanently banned. What? That's flipping harsh. Permanently banned. I think that's only for, I don't know, one person on the planet, me. Thank you very much. I was permanently banned on TikTok. And guess what? They gave me no reasons. They actually gave me no reasons. They gave no real reasons. And guess what, you guys? They gave me no warning and no way to appeal or come back. That's what TikTok did. Not only did they permanently ban me, not ban me, I might be the only one this has happened to. That's what we actually think, by the way. Permanently banned with no way to reach back to them. No way to appeal. And they did it right when these babies came out. Right when they came out. I wonder why they didn't want this information to get in the hands of everybody. Huh? I wonder why. Life-saving books. Yeah, no, it's a record. Lucas says, why did I feel heavy? Oh, during the light blast? It's incredible. I love that. Like, that's an individual experience for sure. Reggie Natura says, I was euphoric when it started. Amazing. Get the healing broth in you if you can. Go to medicalmedium.com or just get it out of the Medical Medium books. The recipe. Gabriel said, I couldn't. Here you are. I couldn't be there for a reason, but I am so happy for those who receive the light blast and heal. For what I'm hearing from AW, I am very happy for these people. Thank you, AW in spirit. Gabriel, we're going to do it again. We are going to do another light blast. I don't know when, but we're going to make sure it happens. We're going to work hard on it. We're going to work very hard to make it happen. We really are, okay? I got my team working hard on it. It's free too, okay? I don't want payment for the light blast. I don't want to charge people for the light blast. We're going to use our resources. We're going to use our money, our resources, our time, our energy. I want to make this thing happen. I want people to experience this. And we're going to do it again, and we're going to do it soon. So just keep a lookout. Sign up to my newsletter at medicalmedium.com. Go there and sign up to the newsletter so you don't miss out. Because here's what's going to happen. When we do announce the sign up for the light blast, the next light blast, it's going to fill up quick. Try to keep your eyes on that. It's going to fill up quick. It filled up to 21,000 people, and that's all our system could handle. So we had to stop with admissions. We had to stop with it, but it was going to keep on going and keep on going and keep on going. And so we couldn't do it. And we're going to try to open the gate for more people. So we're going to try that next time to open the gate for more people if we can. But you have to be on the newsletter so you know when that's coming. If you're having a problem and not receiving the newsletters, but you hear other people receiving it, you should try to reach out to us to let us know so we can help in some way. Can you freeze the broth? Yes, you can. You can freeze the broth. But if you freeze the broth, it's not going to be like a fun thing to drink. It's going to be a solid ice cube, and you're going to go like this. I'm kidding. You can thaw it after you freeze it. We know that. That's really hot right now, and I don't feel like burning my tongue or burning my lip. It's so good. I just love that feeling when it's going down. Let's see. Kathy said, I didn't feel it at the time, but I do feel so much lighter today. A lot of people are going to feel it that way. Like I was saying, some people, they're going to be getting out of a wheelchair. Some people, they're going to feel all this weird sensation. Some people, motions are going to fly everywhere. And some people, they're going to feel it the next day. Some people, they're going to feel it a week later. But if they were there and they were getting the light blast, something's going to happen including even protection for certain things, helping people. Incredible. I just want to say that I'm honored you guys were there. I'm honored you guys are here right now. Thank you for hanging out with me and communicating. Okay, this incredible light blast reflection means so much to me. I can't even tell you guys. Jess. Hey, Jess. Jess Lane. I even had no pain or discomfort in my shoulder back issue I've had for a long time after the light blast. Incredible. You're on YouTube? Thanks, Jess. Elena. My hands feel better, Anthony. I asked for my hands to heal. Also, flu symptoms disappeared. I had severe flu or C-bug. Emotionally, feel so much better. Feel like my soul is healed. Incredible. You're on YouTube? I see you leave comments on YouTube. You guys, I read the comments. If you don't see me respond, it's because it's literally impossible for me to respond to comments because I'm working. So when I read the comments, I'm working on other jobs. But I read the comments. If you guys want to leave comments on YouTube, please do. I'll read them all. I'll read them all. If you want to say, Anthony, you're a pain in the butt and you're not a handsome guy and whatever you want to say on YouTube or wherever you want to leave comments on all the places, I will read them all. Jackie says, why are some of us so blocked? Everybody has different experiences in their life. They've been tortured emotionally. A lot of people have had mental abuse. A lot of people have been injured emotionally. A lot of people have been scarred emotionally. So many people have had so many different issues throughout their life. A lot of people had hardships growing up. They've had difficulties with family growing up. They've had a lot of things. Everybody has their own stuff going on. They got their own baggage. They got their own stuff going on. We all have that. And so that light coming down, each person's going to be different as it's coming down until it finally goes through and out and all the way. Monica says, when are you planning the next light blast? We are planning it soon. Please keep a lookout. I don't want you missing it. In this lifetime, we're all in together. And I want to say something that it's an honor to have you guys in this present day, like on the forefront of history in this lifetime that we're in. Being on this planet right now, alive together at the same time, is really an incredible blessing. I can't even say it enough. I'll see you on the Telegram later tonight. I'm going to leave a message. Love you guys.